Hi everyone, this is Anita, and this is my presentation on my experience within PGS and what I have learned. I am one assignment away from graduating and obtaining the associate's degree that I never thought I would have. But now what? That is a question that is constantly being asked of me from family members to colleagues. Do I plan on continuing to work at Cornerstone, or do I plan to look elsewhere? As of now, I plan on staying at my job within the university. I am in a position where I hope that my degree will help me learn a new perspective in various areas within the university. However, having a degree may not necessarily help me advance within the company. I plan to continue working on my education to further advance my opportunities. But what do I plan to gain from my education? Another great question that I am continually being asked. For now, I do not know what God has planned for me, but I do know that I am enjoying my college experience and I plan to keep learning. This particular class has been one of the most fun that I have experienced. I'm not a fan of online classes, but this class has gotten me to think differently from different perspectives. I especially enjoyed the book that we read called How to Run Your Business by the Book by Dave Anderson. This chapter and corresponding assignments challenged me to think as a leader in my job, my home, and in the ministries that I am a part of at my church. I never really thought of myself as a leader, but as I continued throughout this degree program, I began to see myself emerge as a leader in several areas of my life. This particular book helped me to see a different perspective as God sees me in leadership and how, with His help, He will direct me. I know that God is going to use me, and this book is just a great stepping stone in helping me be the best that I can. I do not know exactly where God is going to use me and my family after this degree, but I do know that I'm very open to wherever He feels fit to bring me. As I said, I have a family and we have a nice home, and both my husband and I are very open to the possibility that God might see fit to move us once I complete my degree. This is the last assignment I have before I complete my associate's degree in business. 3 weeks from now, then, I begin my bachelor's degree in business administration. I am looking forward to the challenges that this new adventure will bring me. Many doors are starting to open already within my current job. I'm being challenged with new tasks every day that I never thought I would be capable of handling. My boss sees how this professional graduate studies program has helped me grow professionally and personally. And this class specifically has challenged me to think things through differently. So how has this class helped me grow? Well, let's talk about the book that we all read, How to Run Your Business by the Book. The first chapter of this book talked about principles of a leader. The first trait of a leader struck me the most. Dave Anderson wrote, David assumed the traits of a leader before he was in the leadership position. As I read this section, I started thinking about my current position and why am I pursuing my college degree? I never thought of myself as wanting to be the boss, but if I want to see myself move up within the university, I should seek a position that I desire and start dressing and acting as if I already have that position. Another trait of a leader that struck me was from the perspective of Jesus, and it was that Jesus created clarity of vision, values, and performance expectations. In my role at Cornerstone, I try to lead by these 3 things. As a department, we are currently working on individual visions and values, so it goes right along with this section. I feel that I am very clear on performance expectations when working with others. Throughout this college experience, I've experienced working in several various groups. Some groups have worked very well together, and some groups have not. I generally find myself as the leader of a group, and I'm not afraid to make clear expectations for our team. My most challenging experiences, however, have been working in my church with my student ministry. There have been others on our team that do not always like strong females in leadership, but I know that God has prepared me for leadership with my strong personality. Another trait that I really enjoyed, and I think I follow and enforce, is holding others accountable. I see myself doing this at work, and within my ministry and even at home. I find myself doing better when I know others are counting on me and when I know others are watching me. I never want to let my team down. Therefore, I find myself working harder to lead by example. Through my college journey, my accountability partners have been 2 classmates, and we've been in every class together since the beginning, and we're in a small group together as well. We help one another, we encourage one another. We hold each other accountable not only for our group projects, but also our weekly assignments. The second chapter of this book talked about 4 mandates to maximize our time as leaders. One of the very first sentences of this chapter struck me and I highlighted it, and it says 20% of your activities bring 80% of your results. Wow. This stuck out to me to evaluate, what do I spend my time on? Am I focusing the majority of my energy on the right things for my job? I really enjoyed the highlights in this chapter. One of the mandates that stood out was know God's will for your life. This is something I've commented on throughout this class, and especially this past week. I have mentioned that God may use you for a season in a particular job or role, but it may not be permanent. It is possible that the only reason I'm at Cornerstone is to obtain this college degree. The 4th chapter is called 5 Steps to Build a Rock-Solid Character. This was a challenging section to read, and I read it twice just to try to grasp everything it was teaching. The most challenging part of this chapter was the reconciliation piece. Reconciliation's not easy for me, and it's really difficult for me to admit when I'm wrong, or sometimes even notice when I've wronged other people. I never intentionally hurt other people, but I know that I have. And how I have handled the situation may not have shown that I am a follower of Christ, and it did not demonstrate that I can easily reconcile with differences. As I have grown personally, professionally, and spiritually, I have learned that this is a huge step in maturity. I know that God will help me grow in this area if I ask Him to help me, and I desire this for myself. In chapter 8, we read, or it's called 4 Steps to Build Your Team by the Book. This chapter has me thinking a lot about some great ways that I will use to build my team. The first one that I took away from this chapter was to hire slowly and strategically. You need to spend time in prayer about your team first. I will look for people who are working in the respected areas and I will need to hire. Jesus did not find the disciples sitting on the sidelines. Nope, He found them working. He recruited them right out of their line of work. This is a great example of how I want to build my team. I will try to look for individuals who have talent, character, drive, a good attitude, and energy. And I think the accountability piece will be a lot easier to achieve if I have built an exceptional team who work well together and encourage one another to be the best. So, in conclusion, I've enjoyed most of my experiences in the PGS program while I've been working towards this degree. Each class has taught me how to work through conflicts, whether internally with myself or with another student, how to work successfully with others in a group, how to problem solve, how to effectively communicate, and I've even improved on my writing and listening skills. Even while being in the classroom setting, you are encouraged to work with others in a professional manner. Sure, there are those that I remember from previous classes that I did not get along well, but I learned how to either keep my mouth shut or work through those differences. For me in particular, it was a different challenge because I'm not only representing Christ, but I'm also representing Cornerstone University as a staff member. I have grown in so many ways through my PGS experience, and I cannot wait to continue growing as I begin my bachelor's program. I do not know if I will receive a promotion or a pay increase, but I believe in time that those things will come. My main focus has not been to make more money, although that would be nice. My main focus has been to finish strong. I have worked very hard in every class to keep a good grade, and because of God's grace and leading, I am pleased with every grade I have received. God is going to use me, and I am ready to see whatever my future holds and wherever He leads me.